Sondheim bracket. A Little Night Music. Do I Hear a Waltz?
That to me is cut and dry. Little Night Music. Sweeping score.
Merrily We Roll Along versus Sunday in the Park with George.
If this were pre-2011, this would be a much easier decision. But I think still, Sunday wins. If you are in the arts in any way, shape, or form, you have something to connect with.
Sweeney Todd. Pacific Overtures.
Sweeney's great.
Anyone Can Whistle. Assassins.
I'm gonna say Assassins.
She's very topical. West Side Story versus Passion.
The one-act musical. I think you gotta say West Side.
This bracket gets interesting in the next round, to be honest. Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum versus The Frogs.
How dare you? Interesting note, The Frogs was originally written for, I want to say Harvard, and they performed it in the swimming pool. Funny Thing Happened, yeah.
Company versus Gypsy.
This is hard, really beautiful story about family and relationships and how those dynamics change and kind of evolve us. Company is really cool because it was the first true concept musical. Controversial. I'm gonna say Company.
Somebody hold me to... Okay.
Just also such beautiful score.
Into the Woods versus Follies.
Into the Woods.
Here we go. A Little Night Music versus Sunday in the Park with George.
Ooh, Sunday. He says with some question marks in his voice, but it is Sunday.
Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry, Paul. I let you down, I feel.
Sweeney Todd versus Assassins.
I think Sweeney.
West Side Story versus Funny Thing.
West Side.
Company versus Into the Woods.
That's a mean one. Into the Woods. Into the Woods.
Sunday in the Park with George versus Sweeney Todd.
Sunday.
West Side Story versus Into the Woods.
It's a heavyweight tilt. I'm gonna say Into the Woods. Because it's based off of fairy tales, everybody knows those stories. But then the second act comes around and just smacks you upside the head. But actually looks at what happens after the happily ever after, right? What happens after everyone gets their wish. Well, how does that affect us and how does that change us?
Darren's favorite Sondheim. Is it Sunday in the Park with George or Into the Woods?
Can't it be both? I think it's Into the Woods.
Oh.
I think it's Into the Woods.